What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's episode. So this is the episode 2 of the video series that I'm doing, which is trying to pass a 5k prop firm account. So guys, if you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment. So guys, like I said in the first episode, I said I will be trying my best to document the process of me trying to pass this 5k prop firm account, the phase 1 and the phase 2, because yes, it is a two-phase account. And like I said in the first episode, I said this account is an account that me and a friend of mine raised money to buy. So we gathered money, we joined money together to buy this account. So guys, this week was a loss week. We didn't have any take profit trade this week. We didn't have any take profit trade this week. So this week I took 5 trade setups. And 2 was a break even, 2 was a stop loss, and 1 I decided to close one in a minus $1.10 loss. In a $1.10 loss due to a reason. So guys, and this week also I broke an entry rule. So I won't lie, I broke a rule while trading, and which is not good. So this week we lose them about $26.19 this week. So this week, so we lose the $12 from last week that I made last week. We lose it, and also the account is currently on a 0.3% drawdown, which is a $15 drawdown. So a $15 drawdown. That's what this week we didn't have any take profit trade. It was just loss and break even. It was just loss and break even, and also I broke a rule. So we lose $26.19 this week, which the $12 profit from last week, we lose it, and also the account is currently on 0.3% drawdown, which is a $15 drawdown. So that's it, guys. So without wasting much of our time, I'll be going to my screen now to show all the trade setups and their outcome on the chart. So let's go, guys. So welcome to my screen. So guys, this week we started trading from Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday we didn't find any setup in the market. Then Tuesday we started trading, and the first setup I took on Wednesday is GBPUSD buy setup. So from the daily time frame, first I do my analysis from the daily time frame since I did trade. So as you can see from the daily time frame, so from the daily time frame, the trend is still upwards. It's still up from the daily time frame, but even though there's a kind of little bit of drop or reversal happening around this point, yes, but the overall trend is still on an uptrend. So I went down to the 4 hours to do for an entry or trade setup from the 4 hours. So coming down to the 4 hours on Wednesday, so on Wednesday I came down to the 4 hours, and market was at this point on Wednesday. Market was at this point on Wednesday, yes, at this point on Wednesday, and I had this support level here that I was expecting market to come and tap for me to buy. Support level that formed, that I am expecting market to come into this level. From there I'll be buying, or this next support level. So on Wednesday, market came into this support level. This is the support level. Market came there on Wednesday and also tapped this blue line, which is also the psychological level, and there was this touch of this trend line. As you can see, this is a trend line. This is a trend line here. This was the second touch, and the third church happened after market came into the support level on Wednesday. So I went down to the 15 minutes time frame after seeing those stuffs. I went down to the 15 minutes time frame for my entry. So coming down to the 15 minutes time frame for my entry, so I saw that this pull back, this pull down, there was this pull from here, pull back, market pulled back into the zone again, second time, which was the double top formation, then double bottom formation. Then from these candlesticks, after this green candlestick closed, I entered for the buy. Then market took me out in loss and came to the second support level. So after market came back to the second support level, after taking me out, market came back to the second support level and did range came back to the support level and started buying from there. So that was the first trade I took for the week, GBPUSD buy setup, and it was a loss. So the second trade for that day was on GBP JPY. Yes, GBP JPY. So how did I get this set up on GBP JPY? So from the daily time frame also, you see that from the daily time frame, GBP JPY is on an uptrend from the daily time frame, as you can see, on an uptrend. Using the trend line there, you see that GBP, as you can see, uptrend. This is an uptrend market from the daily time frame. GBP JPY, as you can see, an uptrend. So I went down to the 4 hours, and the 4 hours on Wednesday, after showing the uptrend market structure, then markets on Wednesday, markets reversed back into this support level that I plotted here. This support level, market reversed back into it here, this support level. Then markets, and I came down to the 15 minutes time frame after the reversal into the support level, came down to the 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame for double bottom confirmation for entry. For my double bottom confirmation for entry. So I saw this first leg formed, the second leg, this is the second leg. Then after the closure of this candle, I entered the buy on GBP JPY, and the outcome of GBP JPY is a break even. So after market went to 1-to-1 reach to reward in profits on this trade setup, I broke even. The market took me out. Market took me out on break even and started reversing. You see that this trade didn't hit stop loss. Market took me out on break even, and market reversed the next day in my direction, started moving in my direction the next day. So that was the first break even for the week, and that was on GBP JPY. So the next day, which was Wednesday and Thursday, I also took another setup, and the setup is on GBP JPY also, and it's also a buy setup because the overall trend of the market on GBP JPY is an uptrend for the week. So how did I took the buy on GBP JPY? So after market reversed in my direction, after taking me out of break, market reversed in my direction, the next day, which was Thursday, how did I get the buy set up on Thursday? So after market reverse, market broke out this resistance level. Yes, this is the level. Market broke it out, and there was a candlestick closure above the level. So market broke it out. After market broke it out, I went down to the 15-minute. And don't forget that the uptrend, that the market structure is an uptrend, which is one of the confluence for this trade, for the break-even JPY setup and do this current trade uptrend. So when market break this resistance level, so it's become a resistance to become support. So I was supposed to go down to the 15-minute time frame to look for a double bottom entry. That's where I said I broke my rule. So I went down to the 15-minute time frame for a double bottom entry, but I didn't use a double bottom for the entry at the end of the day. See what I did. This is what I did over here. So I went down to look for a 15-minute double bottom entry. So after market broke out, market came back to print this was the first leg of the double bottom. So I was supposed to expect the second leg, but rather I didn't wait for the second leg. I entered after the closure of this green candle right here. And markets went straight in profit, giving me about 1 to 1 to 1 to reward in profit. I broke even, then markets come back, took me out on break even on JPY. So that was our second break even for the week. So on Friday, I took two setup. I took on JPY and I took on USD. So, but that Thursday, the confluence for that Thursday trade was market structure, resistance broken to become support, and double bottom chart pattern. But I broke my rule. I didn't wait for double bottom. I just entered after I see 15 minutes retest of this resistance become support level, and I took the trade, which is the break of rule. The market took me out on break even. So moving on to Friday. So after market took my break even that Thursday, market came back to that level on Friday. And the thing about that, market came back to that level where I entered from back on Friday. Let's go down to the 4 hours. So sorry, I'm trying to look for something to. Yes. So you see, after taking the trade setup that took me out on break even on Thursday, on Friday, market came back to the resistance become support level. So resistance becomes support level, and this is the first resistance become support. I was like, if market do not hold on this point, market might want to start the buy from this. So resistance become support level. This is a resistance that got broken before this one. So I was expecting either this one or this one. So on Friday, when market came back to this level, I was like, okay. I went down to the 15 minutes time frame to look for a double bottom confirmation. This is another second break of rule that happened for the week. So when I came down to the 15 minutes time frame to look 15 minutes time frame, I saw that this was my first leg that market has printed. So I was also to expect the second leg, which should be something to come back into that level before buying. But when I saw the first leg, I took the setup again. I was like, no need of waiting for the second. I see market stopped there yesterday. I should just enter like this, and I entered. Then market took me out on stop loss, and market came back to the second level. Took me out on stop loss and came back to the second level, and markets went up. But at the end of the day, market later didn't hold on the both of them. Market just broke out. But the lesson here is that I should never break a rule. It's not good to break a rule that you have set, because assuming I waited for the double bottom formation, whether I wouldn't have taken it. Assuming I waited for the double bottom formation, whether I wouldn't have taken this trade setup at all. I wouldn't have taken this trade setup at all, because as you can see, market came down back to the next one and formed. Normally I would have taken the trade setup, but the thing there is that it's just a break of rule trade. I didn't wait for the double bottom before taking this Friday GPGPY buy and Thursday GPGPY buy. So that's how I made loss on Friday with GPGPY. So the next trade that I took on Friday was GBUSD. And it is a sell setup. GBUSD is sell setup. So from the 4 hours time frame, sell setup from the 4 hours time frame. From the 4 hours time frame. Setup from the 4 hours time frame. So after that Wednesday trade that went back to this, market came back to this level. Yes, to this particular level. Market came back to this particular level. And if you check this resistance level, this level is a resistance level, and market has tapped the level 1. This was 1, market tapped, reverse. Second time, market tapped and reverse. So market came back there, and I was looking for opportunity to sell, because the level was a strong level. And before Friday, market came back to that level. There was a 4 hours candlestick that broke the level, and the 4 hours candlestick retraced back. So I was looking at this level was a strong level for me to sell from on Friday. So that Friday, after market came back to that level, market tested the level, and market tested the psychological level also, which was the second confluence. I went down to the 4 hours time frame, maybe to the 15 minutes time frame, sorry, for my double bottom confirmation. And I so I was watching the market from Thursday to Friday, and on Thursday, but I took the trade. So on Thursday, I already see that market has tapped from the first leg on Thursday night. Market retraced. So I was like, tomorrow I will just enter if I see the second leg. Then this thing happened that same night. Then market retraced. This thing happened that same night, and this one was a week. So the market retraced. So when on Friday, this was where Friday started from. I saw that when market came back, market was already just ranging. So, and I took the setup from these points, putting my stop loss above this level. As you can see, put my stop loss here. I entered from here, and before I enter this setup, my mind was I should just wait. So I market before. Sorry. So before I entered the setup from this point here, from this point that I entered from, I was like, I should wait for this setup to come back into this level, and I will enter from here. But I was like, let me just enter from here. So I was not patient. Assuming I was patient, I would have taken the trade from here, and it would have given me small profit for the end of the week though. But I closed. This was the setup GPUSD that I said I closed in minus $1.10, because market was, after entering the setup, market was just moving, market was just ranging, market was not making any good move. So when it was 5 o'clock by Friday, and Friday, once it's 5, I need to close on my setup. I just closed it in small loss of $1.10. Just close the trade in small loss of $1.10. But assuming I was patient enough, whether I would have entered from here and I would have made small profits. But market was ranging. So I just take the setup from where I took it from after seeing the double top from Thursday I took it, and the market was just changing, so I was closing that small loss around 5 p.m. So these are the trade setup that I took for this week. So the confidence for this Friday setup was just resistance level, psychological level, and chart pattern. That's why I took the sell on GPY. So these are all the trade setup for the week. These are all my trade setup for the week. As you can see, the minus 1.10 is the setup that I closed on Friday in small loss. The JPY stop loss, GPS stop loss. All these minus 23 cents that you are seeing, these two minus 23 cents that you are seeing is commission. Those are the break-even trades. So there's also a commission on the account that is being removed after every trade. So these are the commission. And as you can see, my total profit for the week is I ended in loss minus $26.19 loss. And as you can see, the current balance of the account is 4985.93. So we are in a drawdown. Let's see how next week goes. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. God bless you.